Hello and welcome to day 45 of my 365-day iPhone video challenge. It is a Saturday, it is 9 p.m. The reason this video is late today is because I've had a lovely day at a university reunion, caught up with some friends that I haven't seen in over 15 years in some cases. No one had changed a bit. Everyone looked fabulous. Everyone was leading interesting and exciting lives. It was exactly like university, really, because everyone I met was drunk by about 3 p.m. Not me. I showed considerable restraint as I knew I had to do a video. Now, we're going to cover 3 more cognitive distortions tonight, and they are emotional reasoning, the mental filter or selective abstraction, and disqualifying the positive. Now, emotional reasoning is when we take our emotions as evidence for truth. The logic is, I feel like a failure, therefore I am a failure. I feel overwhelmed and helpless, therefore I will never overcome my problems. I feel anxious about the job interview, therefore it's going to go badly. And for most people, emotional reasoning shows itself in that I don't feel in the mood to do my paperwork. I don't feel in the mood to write a little bit of my book. I don't feel in the mood to go to the gym. I don't feel in the mood to go to the party. And we let our emotions drive our actions, so we don't go to the gym or go to the party. And we feel worse. Whilst we know that through the theory of behavioural activation, that mood follows action. And actually, doesn't matter what our emotional mood is, our emotional state. If we do a task or go out and do something, we will probably feel better. So it's very important that when we feel a certain way, a certain mood, a certain emotion, that we try and figure out what the thought is behind that and challenge that thought. The second cognitive distortion is what we call mental filter. A mental filter is like wearing a pair of dark sunglasses and seeing the world through dark sunglasses. So for at the moment, there will be some people out there that will take Brexit and Donald Trump as evidence that the world is going to hell in a handcart, and therefore why bother trying to improve our lives or do anything? We can do nothing about it. The world, global warming, why should we bother about doing anything? Why should I try and improve my life? You know, we're all going to be under 6 foot of water by 2022. It's when I see it with people, they will, students who take an exam, for example, and they got 3 questions wrong out of 100, but they'll focus on that. I didn't get 3 questions, or I didn't answer those 3 questions, rather than focusing on the 97 questions they did answer. Or when I work with executives, they'll tell me they've got a pay rise, for example, but in the same breath they'll go, well, I got a 3% pay rise, but Jim got a 5% pay rise. And rather than being happy that they got a 3% pay rise, they'll be focused on the fact that they didn't get the other 2%. So they see the world through a mental filter and just don't look for the positive. Which brings us on to the final cognitive distortion, disqualifying the positive. And that is an extreme version of a mental filter. And it's you see it in most people. It seems a very English thing, if I don't mind me saying, of not being able to take a compliment. Someone compliments you for genuinely doing a good job at work, or making a beautiful meal, or whatever it may be, and you think to yourself, oh, they're just being nice, they don't really mean that. And you disqualify the compliment by saying, oh, this old thing, oh, I didn't do that well, or it was okay, I just threw it together, as if somehow certain compliments don't really count. And you see it, I've often seen it, I've seen it recently with an executive that I was working with, when he said, I've got a new job. Brilliant, well done. And then in the same breath he said, it's because not many people applied, and there wasn't many candidates, and they really are desperate to fill the role, so they gave it to me. And so he was looking at it, he just couldn't take the fact that actually you've done something good. You did something good. Embrace your success. Embrace that compliment. Don't disqualify it. Take those positive emotions, take those positive things that happen in your life and go into the world with them. That's all for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.